Well, guys, I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again in terms of Mchitarpana, Tes Morris. Now, recently, there's been information that has surfaced in terms of Tes Morris Uguti. At the end of the season, he will be leaving. Now, some say he's leaving because the contract yake is coming to an end. And I've said it before, guys. Contract Tes Morris runs up until 30th of June 2027. That is the exact date that he signed under when he joined Kaizer Chiefs. He signed a 2.5 years deal. So Kumbule Simsano in January, and then we let go for Christian Saile. I still even remember what happened. And contract jacket doesn't come to an end right now. But the talks of him leaving the club, Makpela is season. Well, definitely I don't think that would be a better idea. And also, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It can happen, but that doesn't mean it's because of the contract. Well, looking at the situation currently at Nashorena, you can see Ugutumji that it doesn't look like he has a place at all. Like there's no space for him to play, because you look at the center forwards, all the strikers that we currently have, Flavio Silva, Diosa Ikotaro, even though he's currently out injured, he is the one that would start if he was available in comparison with Umjitarapana or Tes Morris. So yes, him leaving the club at the end of the season, I might agree with that. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I might agree with it, because obviously contract yake, no, not the contract yake, situation yake at Nashorena, it's not looking so great. He doesn't look like someone who is gonna have a game time anytime soon, and he just wants to play. And also, he's someone who doesn't want to leave. Let's be honest about that. He's someone who doesn't want to leave. But Nakona, if he stays there and not playing, not getting game time, then what is going to happen to him? So if they do decide to, say let's partially or in a mutual agreement, let's let you go and find you a club where you're going to be able to play. For me, I wouldn't have a problem if he goes back to where he was playing. He was playing for Super Sport, which currently now it has changed to the new name on the Betway Premiership. So if he can go back there, I wouldn't have a problem, because I know he's definitely going to shine there. But a club like Kaizer Chiefs, it's not for him. And a lot of us, we questioned, remember when there was Coach Nabi and he said, I want this and this. He even spoke out in public, which if I had this striker, then maybe I wouldn't be in the situation. But then Kaizer just went and signed with Tes Morris on a 2.5 year deal. Now, I think that was done intentionally just to show Coach Uguti, no, you don't control this club. We control this club. We do what we want, not what you want. Even though we've brought you here to help us, we want you to help us in a way that would make us feel happy and better about ourselves. But we are not there. We are not there with it. I don't want to fight or start, a big problem. So with that being said, no problem. Moving on, we go to Umjitarpana. We have been linked again with Grant Margeman. Like there's been jerseys flying all over in terms of Grant Margeman. With this player, it's not the first time that we have been linked with him. It was back then, probably the last transfer window last year, not the short one, but the long one. I think we were linked with him, and which were here in Nalukiana. But as of now, guys, I'm not gonna come here and say, yeah, it's happening or it's not happening. I don't know. But one thing I do know is currently him wearing that Kaizer jersey is just rumors. It's not something that is accurate. So I'm sorry to disappoint you. We will just have to wait and see in terms of that, because I don't think Kaizer Chiefs are looking to sign Grant Margeman. But if they are, I will let you know. And then last but not least, buffet 2, we go to the most interesting news. Well, currently there's been a lot of situation when it comes to the coaching. Fans are not happy. Fans want something different. Fans want a single coach for the club that is the biggest team, called Kaizer Chiefs. So with that being said, there were talks, on live radio and also YouTube, where Kaizer Down Jr. said no. Currently, we do have the right person that we are looking at, and also we have a clear direction in terms of what we need to do. Not exact words, but something somewhere around there. With that being said, so far with what I'm hearing is that Coach Manqoba, who apparently was supposed to sign for Kaizer Chiefs last year, which I don't understand why last year, because we had a coach. But anyways, he was supposed to sign, I think, last year or last season, and currently they're back on talks. They're talking with him. It looks like he might be headed to Naturena, but it's nothing that has been confirmed. So I don't know, but for me now, it makes me question what Kaizer Down Jr. was saying, because he said we have the right man. So could this man, Manqoba, be the right man? Are we saying between Manqoba, Coach Pito, and Penny obviously is still, doing international work, but that does not mean it's not available. He's available, because he outright said himself, no, if you guys are looking for me, you know where to find me. And same as Coach Peter Msamana. Between those three coaches, are we saying that Manqoba might be the right man or the right person for this job? I don't know. You let me know. Bafethu down in the comment section below. There was a time I was interested because of desperation. I was interested in signing any coach because of the situation that we were in, and it was because of the footballing that we were playing, how things were looking. Like Bobo and would know, man. Definitely, we are not happy because of this whole situation. So now, Manqoba back again on the books of Kaizer Chiefs. Not saying he has signed, not saying what he is going to sign, but there is certain something is happening behind closed doors between those two people, which being Kaizer Chiefs and Manqoba. So with that being said, Bafethu, I'm still going to ask if Kaizer Chiefs lets go of the two co-coaches. Nakhona, I think from my side, personally, on how I view things, those two coaches will finish on that spot, and Kaizer Chiefs will not let go of them. That's what I think personally. I'm not saying that is what is going to happen, but personally, that's where my thoughts are. So if they don't, then definitely they will be leaving and headed out of the door. So I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Coach Manqoba is the right man for the job? Because currently there's a lot of changes that has happened with Kaizer Chiefs, and yeah, I'm not sure about a lot of things, but in terms of this one, please let me know, because I leave the huge responsibility to you, Bafethu, or to you, Mbogeli Lepekaya. Please down in the comments section below. But for now, I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, try to share it with as many Kaizer Chiefs supporters as possible, or anyone for that matter. Peace.